Russians, now described as our mortal enemy. Why did they do that?
Well, you're right. It's a policy issue and also a legal issue. Now, this happened in 2010. One thing I disagree with you about is it was widely known then. In fact, there were Republican members of Congress who wrote to the administration to argue that they should not approve of this.
Even though The Tonight Show isn't a political show, it's my responsibility to stand up against intolerance and extremism as a human being. What happened over the weekend in Charlottesville, Virginia was just disgusting. I was watching the news like everyone else, and you're seeing like Nazi flags and torches and white supremacists, and I was sick to my stomach. My daughter...
That process has to happen anytime a company is going to acquire a company that might impact our national security.
Exactly.
Most countries don't have that process. It's good that we have that process that helps us protect our national security. This deal went through that process. It's a really complex process. 12 agencies of the U.S. government are involved. 9 agency heads make the final decision. Secretary Clinton, Secretary of State at the time, was one of 9 who approved of that decision.
The next room playing, and I'm thinking, how can I explain to them that there's so much hatred in this world? They're 2 years old and 4 years old. They don't know what hate is. They go to the playground and they have friends of all races and backgrounds. They just play and they laugh and they have fun. But as kids grow up, they need people to look up to show them what's right and good. They need parents and teachers, and they need leaders who appeal to the best in us.
Of the club doing some drugs with several of his drug dealer friends, when one of them would offer him a hit of heroin. It was pure-grade Persian brown. Almost immediately after snorting the heroin, Phoenix would begin trembling and shaking violently. He then turned to one of his friends and vomited. Another of his friends decided it would be a good idea to give him a Valium to calm him down. After taking the Valium, Phoenix would stagger back into the bar area and, upon complaining that he could not breathe, Phoenix passed out. When he awakened, he begged his friends to take him outside the club, where he quickly fell to the sidewalk and went into seizures until a photographer, Ron Davis, made a 911 call on a nearby payphone, as suddenly Phoenix's body would become motionless, at which time his brother thought he had stopped breathing. Married with children star Christina Applegate was also at the club that night and witnessed Phoenix's seizures, which she later reenacted at an anti-drug dance piece.
People think if a celebrity fakes their death, that they're still gonna look the same. In my investigations, death fakers always go under the knife. Preferably, they add a ridge to their noses. Check out the ridge River Phoenix added to his nose to throw off his appearance. Why do they do that? Because it drastically changes their appearance. Like the Dirty Dancing star Jennifer Grey. She had the ridge taken off of her nose, And after that, nobody wanted to cast her because it created another person and nobody recognized her. Now, let's get to the obvious. River Phoenix had a mole on his chin on the right side. Today as Mark Dice? Yup, you guessed it, it's still there, but the pigment was removed. Now that you have seen what a ridge added to someone's nose can do to their appearance, I know it's becoming more apparent to you that Mark Dice really is River Phoenix. But is this all just a coincidence? No. Let's take a look at Mark Dice and his facelift scars. As you can see, River Phoenix went under the knife. If you pay attention, his earlobes were pushed forward, but you can see that he still has the same moles on the left side of his ear and the right. Now, I wouldn't call that a coincidence, right? Also, River Phoenix had the procedure done to add dimples to his smile. While investigating a death faker, they can never change their skull dimensions, and in most cases, they still have the same set of teeth. And oh yeah, did I forget to mention the same hairline?